Hi everyone, welcome back to this special weekly update from Blind Citizens Australia. And this week, for our first video for the year, we want to focus on World Braille Day, which of course is on the 4th of January. And it celebrates the birthday of Louis Braille, who invented Braille many years ago. So I have got some special guests with me today. I have Lily and Lily's mum, Gemma, and I also have Katie with me as well. So welcome, everyone. It's great to have you with me. Lily, first of all, you're 5, and so you've only just started learning Braille. Can you tell me what's the most fun thing about learning Braille?
Contractions.
Oh, contractions. I love contractions too. And for those people who don't know, contractions are special signs in Braille that make Braille smaller. They reduce the number of dots that we need to use. So instead of having to write out, for example, the word have, H-A-V-E, we can just use the letter H for have. Did you know that, Lily? That we can do that?
I know.
You know, you're very smart. And you and I have lots of fun talking about contractions, don't we? It's great. So Gemma, as Lily's mum, how is it, teaching Lily Braille as a sighted person, and why do you think it's really important for her to learn Braille?
Well, she actually teaches me. She's taught me more than I've taught her. She loves to play on her brailler, and she's taught herself many of the contractions herself. So aside from learning the ABCDs, she's probably pretty much on top of it.
Yeah, she's incredibly advanced.
Yes.
Very exciting. I love it.
She does love to play with the brailler. It's always out, and she can just incidentally start playing with it whenever she likes. I think it's important for her to learn because it gives her a lot more opportunities later in life, especially with employment, orientation, mobility, all that kind of stuff. And it allows her now to learn the same curriculum alongside her peers.
Yeah, that's so important, so important. And Katie, coming to you, you learnt Braille as a child and then you kind of dropped it for a while and have now come back to it. It'd be great to hear what caused you to stop using Braille, and then what caused you to start again, and what the benefits you see are to using Braille now.
Sure. So when I was about Lily's age, I was learning Braille just like she is now. Firstly through a public school, and then I spent a year at St. Lucy's Special School and had some really intensive Braille training there, which was fantastic. Then I moved back into the mainstream school system, and unfortunately at that time in my life, Braille became a pretty awful thing to engage in, because for a number of reasons. I was in a class where the teacher used Braille to exclude me. So I had a Mountbatten Brailler at the time, and I don't think the teacher knew how to teach someone with a brailler to start with, but also the machine was loud. So he put me in the storage compartment of the demountable classroom, which is off to the side, excluded me from the rest of the classroom, and with no instruction about what I should be doing at that time. So I ended up just sitting there, not doing anything, waiting for my ISTV, vision support teacher, to arrive. So I think that was the start of me going, I hate Braille. I'm away from everybody else, not learning anything. And it just became a really bitter thing. And I steadily became more and more behind in all areas of my schooling. So Braille, I also associated that with being behind and feeling stupid as well. So I think that was the root in, starting me on this voyage of hating Braille. And also I had a little bit of vision, and I was keen to use that as well. So I sort of went down the large print route for a long time, and sort of advanced with my literacy quite a lot in that way. But then once I left high school, I got involved with BCA and went along to branch meetings, and also my first BCA convention back in 2009. And I was struck by how capable and intelligent and fantastic these people were who were using Braille displays to read their presentations, to take notes, to keep track of their daily lives. And I thought, I want to be capable like those people. I want to be able to do all of those things. So I engaged Vision Australia, who at the time had a blind Braille instructor who worked with me to refresh my Braille skills. And it all just flooded back straight away. Like it was all there, ready to be used again, which was fantastic.
That's really, really fantastic. And a great story, because I certainly know that I couldn't do my job without Braille. And I think we should acknowledge that there are many people who are blind or vision impaired in the community who can't, for whatever reason, use Braille, and that does not in any way lessen their contribution to our community or to society in general. But certainly those of us who are fortunate enough to be able to use Braille have really, really benefited from that ability. And so I think it's a wonderful way to celebrate World Braille Day, having the three of you with me. And I just want to thank you so much for all you're doing to not only, you know, in Lily's case, learn Braille, but also to talk about Braille and make it part of our community and make sure that people are aware of how important it is. So again, happy World Braille Day, everybody. And I look forward to speaking with you again next week.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Gonna say bye? Oh, she's being a puppy dog again.